Hey guys, in this video we're going to be going to the Tifa Silver Crown fight and doing an all mission clear without Cloud Strife. So if you do have Cloud Strife, this fight's relatively simple because Cloud Strife obviously deals a ton of damage, he's Final Fantasy VII, but if you don't have him, we're still going to get it done. So no continues, no KOs, and 5 turns or less. Can't use a friend, Final Fantasy VII only. So we're going to use Avalanche Tifa and the free Sonnen for our damage, the free Reno for our breaking, we're going to use Aerith for support, and Barret is going to be our tank. So let's get in here and give it a go. So we're going to start Tifa in the base form for some auto buffing. And then we're going to shift her on turn 1. Now turn 1 we're just going to do setup, we're not going to worry about damage too much. We'll use Aerith to, we can try to deal a little bit of damage, but we're not really going to deal much. We'll use Aerith to, let's go ahead and just Flame Fang twice and then Protect, and honestly we don't even need Protect. So we're going to just triple Flame Fang and then use Shelga. Reno will do his Crowned Break, he should have had that free from a previous event. Sonnen will do his We Won't Forgive and Forget. Then we're going to use Tifa's Shifted LB, and we're going to like try to cap it with Aerith, but honestly this turn is not really a damage turn. Oh, we did 9%. That's not bad. And now Aerith is going to cover, Wind Resist, and Charge Shot for a bigger attack and Magic Break. Yeah, the real damage will be coming in the next few turns. Okay. So, we are not wearing Sleep and Immunity on Tifa because I didn't want to, lose damage by squeezing in Sleep Resist. So we're going to just use Aerith to Panacea from Riku's pouch to cure it. Now Tifa will go back to the base form that is wearing Status Immunity. We're going to use her old Magnus for 50% Amplify. We're going to Water Imperil the boss, and then we're going to just Chakra to heal. Avalanche Barret will this turn go ahead and use Omni Cover. You don't really need this, but it's it'll cut down on damage. Reno will do Scarlet Wave, and Sonnen will do his LB. So Scarlet Wave is a triple bolting strike. It'll chain with Sonnen. If you don't have Scarlet Wave, Blue Wave is totally fine as well. And the chain broke because irritation, but whatever, it's okay. The real damage is coming on turn 3. So turn 3 is going to be the big hit. Okay, here we go. So we're going to use the Shifted LB of Aerith for the stat buff, LB buff, etc. We're going to go back to the shift form with Tifa, and we're going to Zangan combo. We're going to use the SLB of Sonnen, which is a tag chain, and we're going to shift Reno and just tag chain as well to build the chain quicker, etc. Now we're not going to use Barret just yet. So we're going to send Aerith, wait just a moment, send Tifa, send the tag chainer, send Sonnen, and this will do a bunch of damage. There we go. Boss is almost dead. That's okay. So now we're going to use, we did push the threshold though. We'll deal with that in a minute. So Barret is going to just triple bar Eroja to fill LB gauge. So fill the LB of the party. So now we're going to get the threshold. It's going to be status effects, some AoE magic, etc. It's not that much damage, honestly. As long as you're using mitigation, and with Barret we do have mitigation. And we are using Wind Resist. The wind attack hits pretty hard. Okay, so as again, Tifa is slept, so we'll just Panacea with Aerith to finish it off. To wake her up. Then we're going to use Barret to just triple bar Eroja yet again. Make sure he's using mana reduction, otherwise this will be very mana expensive. Anyway, so now we can use the LB of Sonnen. We're going to cap again with Tifa, and we're going to Scarlet Wave to chain Sonnen. Remember, Sonnen's normal LB is not tag chaining. So we're going to, I don't know the timing specifically. We're going to send Tifa first and then send the Bolting Strikers. Hopefully I did it right. It's like I did. Okay, so there it is. That worked out. And anyway, there's a turn 4 clear, no Cloud Strife, no Zac, etc. 14 billion. Wow, we almost killed the boss entirely on turn 4 as well. But there we go. And that was without Tifa's upgrades. So if you, for example, can't do a clear with no deaths, maybe you don't have Barret and you're using like re-raise on Biggs and Wedge or something, then you can come back and rerun it after with Tifa having her upgrades. So 25 billion and then Sonnen, tag chainer as well as helps out a little bit. But Tifa is really the big carry here. Now, if you have Cloud Strife, that'll be significantly better. But there it is, our final Tifa crown. We now have her Amplify and her Dual Wield Mastery. So I'll show you the gear that we used. So, Avalanche Barret, if you don't have him, you can use Biggs and Wedge. Biggs and Wedge will probably get killed, so you're going to fail the no-death mission. But again, you can run it a second time after getting some upgrades and all that. So he's full evasion. Also, honestly, you could use the Neovision's Awakened Barret as well, and use his cover with evasion if you'd rather a physical tank. So your choice, either physical tank with the old Barret or the new Barret, or you could use Biggs and Wedge for magical cover, but they're probably going to die, honestly. Anyway, he is sleep and silence immune, some mana reduction. Other than that, some evasion, and he is provoking, and just, bulk. You honestly don't need that much bulk. The boss is relatively low damage. Aerith is using Riku's Pouch to wake up our Tifa. Other than that, status immunity, mana reduction, and she does, buffing stuff. Our Tifa in the base form is using Titus's Garb, and she's using Power to challenge Fate. You should have gotten this from the previous Vision World. I told all you guys, make sure you farm this, and there it is. That'll auto buff 180 Undead Killer. It's only usable by Final Fantasy VII units, including Tifa. So wear these in the base form for the auto buffing. In the shift form, now because we did this clear before getting her true dual wield ability, we went with a double hand build. Of course, now that we have the 8x cap for Tifa, we're never going to use double hand on her again. But before you have the clear, double hand is better. So double hand Tifa build, undead killer, etc. There's the setup. Remember Tifa, while dual hand, has no chain cap, so you need 2 sources. So we're using Indestructible and Titus's card. If you don't have this, you could use a Magister's helmet or a Magister's chest piece. Anyway, 275 Reaper and max Undead. And after you get her true dual wield cap, you're going to start using the dual wield build. Reno, doesn't really matter. Status immunity, Scarlet Wave in both forms. Status immunity, Scarlet Wave. That's all that really matters. He just does his big break that you should have had crowned from the previous event. It's an 88 defense and spirit break. And then Sonnen is using his fist. We get the Imperil from Tifa. Titus STMR, LB damage versus Undead. There we go. There's his setup, and I think he's maxed on everything. So maxed LB and maxed Reaper. There it is. Okay, there's the all mission clear on Tifa's crowns. Hope it helps. No Cloud Strife. If you do have Cloud Strife, swap out like Sonnen or Tifa and use him. Use his 150 Amplify and deal really big damage. Okay, see you in a bit.